Hey up there, whoopers, it's Ben here at 180 Felixstowe Hunter. You are watching a finds table video, and in this video it's going to be everything I found on my last beach hunts during the week. And if you've not watched them, I'm going to put a link up in there in the corner. Go have a watch of that, then come back to this and you'll see the things that I found a little bit more closely, because sometimes things need identifying and we don't like to waste time in the field doing that, so we do that here at home in my shed. If you haven't watched the videos, here's a little reminder. What? Everything, guys, it's all been thrown out of my finds pouch. I'm just going to sort it all out quickly so we can talk about it a bit easier. And there you are, guys, that's everything laid out. Let's get down to it. Right, guys, before I talk about all this stuff here, there's a few finds here that weren't in the last couple of beach hunts. When I was sorting out my finds pouch, in the bottom of my rucksack, there was another bag with a few things in from previous hunt in around about October last year, and I just forgot about them. We haven't talked about them, so I've put them on the table as well, and we'll go through them things as well. I can't remember everything that was there, but this was one of the things, because if you remember, in the last couple of hunts, I didn't find this, did I? But I do remember finding this before Christmas at some stage, and yeah, I never did a finds table on it, so I've just thrown like things like that are in here that you won't remember seeing in the last video, so apologies about that, but at least we're going to talk about them now. Really, there's not a lot to talk about, so I'm just going to quickly whiz through the outside stuff before we talk about the middle. You've got obviously your nails and stuff in the corner there. Found a whole bunch of them, but like I always say, it's good to save them from the beach, because look, save them from the beach. Well, recover them from the beach, because look at that. Oh, focus has gone, but you don't want to be standing on things like that, do you? Oh, that'd hurt. Here's the padlock, guys. Yes, the treasure box is still there. I didn't manage to get it out. It was far too deep, so it did make me laugh when you were all putting comments saying that the treasure box is below it. Yeah, I did dig down, guys, and it was massive. The target was huge, so I don't think it was a treasure box, and I wouldn't have been able to get it out with my spade anyway, so I moved on. Who knows, maybe I'll get the target out one day. Over here we've got your normal aluminium, ring pulls, bottle tops and all that lot. This is Luke's silver spoon, do you remember that? It might have even been a fork. Or, no, it would have been a spoon, wouldn't it? But I think someone's just lost it from their picnic, bless him. He had fun getting that out, and I certainly had a giggle at him. If you watch the video, you'll know what I'm on about. This is a bullet casing. I do believe this is probably from last year. I do not remember finding a bullet in the last couple of beach hunts, so that's a find from last year. A bullet casing. We find loads of them on the beach here in Felixstowe. We'll talk about that in a minute. This is a lot of people are telling me that's a bag seal. I do believe you are right, people. I think that is a bag seal. I've looked at it closely and I can't get any markings off it or anything like that, but you can clearly see all the way around, and I do believe everyone's right, a bag seal. So if anyone's got any ideas other than that, plonk a comment in, but I'm quite happy to say that's a bag seal. So any more information, if anyone's got any, yeah, plonk it in, that'd be good to know. We've got our washers here, nothing exciting there. Find them all the time, like these big ones here, which are off the jetty bits, aren't they? You know, the groins that separate the bays. They always fall off. I did show that in the video. Some hinges there. Here we have something that looks like that. What is it, guys? I don't know. Can you see that? I don't know what that's off. No idea. Somebody's going to have to plonk a comment in for that one. I don't know. So any ideas on that? Much appreciated. Here we have just a normal, you can see it was just a popper part of a jeans, you know, the popper button, but the middle piece is gone, so nothing great there. An old button here. I could probably get the writing off there. Made in England, and that's about all you're going to get off that. Yeah, it's not old, is it? You know, not that old. But yeah, a button, and I can't get nothing off there, so your normal bit of lead. We always find lead all over the place. Beach, land, doesn't matter where you are. Lead is always going to be about somewhere. If you watch the video, you'll see that I said in the video that's got markings on the side there for grip to turn it, so it's something that turned on something once upon a time. So if anyone would like to comment on what that is, plonk it in, because I ain't got a clue. Plonk a comment in, guys, if you think you know what that is. We've got normal bits of shrapnel and stuff over here. These, talk about them a lot. They are off the bottom of a grenade. Yep, they are, trust me. As with this, look, this is also off a grenade. And if you watch the video, I did put a little diagram in the corner. I will do it again. That is the middle section that would go on that grenade. And you can see on that diagram there where it would go. So we find a lot of them. I've got some more over here in this tub. Just to show you, look, I'm always finding them. I've got 3 more there. I've got loads more, but there's just 3 there. Oh, there's another one there. I've got loads. We find them all the time, as well as the bullets and these bits of shrapnel. So loads of evidence of the war here on Felixstowe Beach. Right, let's. Oh, this here, guys, is I said it was a bus. I said a double-decker. There's a slight tint of red there, if you can see. I'm not so sure now. Luke reckons it's a toy train. I said it was a toy bus. My son says it's also a toy train, but that way up. He can imagine coal and stuff being in there. I don't know. I don't think it is a toy. I think it's just off some type of, I don't know, machinery or something, and it was just a case to hold something inside, and it's all just broken up. Could have been off a boat, maybe. I don't know, guys. It's open for debate, so plonk a comment in. I don't think we're ever going to get to the bottom of it anyway, but who knows? Somebody out there might know. So if you do, I'll be interested to find out. Right, let's get down to these coins. Right, I've just sorted the coins out, guys, so I can talk about them a little bit more easier. That I've already talked about. It's just a little tag, not a dog tag. It's off a bunch of keys or something like that. But here we go. We've got 20p's, we've got 5p's, and we got pennies, and we got 50p, and we got a pound. There's all. Well, that's an old round pound, but there's your modern spendies. So happy days. They'll go in a tub and clean them up one day. Maybe spend them, maybe not. Who knows? But we're going to keep hold of them anyway. So that's good. But there's a penny there that really baffled me. I think it was this one. I think it was this one. Was it that one? No, it was this one, guys. And in the video, if you remember, I was like, oh, that's a pre-decimal, it's a pre-decimal. And I was tossing it and turning it like this. And do you know what? I just couldn't see it. But if you look very closely, you can just see the portcullis in the middle there. And yeah, you can see it now. And I didn't see that at first. And when I saw it, I felt like a right prat, guys. I really did. I'm sorry about that. But there's your modern coins. Here we have something that I saved right on the water's edge, and I can't get nothing off it, apart from it was a button. You can see there where the loot was, but there's no other detail on that whatsoever, so unfortunately I can't get anything off that. Aha! Now these are worth talking about. Look, 25 or... and a 5 or. And if you remember the video when I found these, it was back in October, I think, but I didn't do the finds table video for these, so I do apologise. But there you go, we do find coins from all over the place on the beach, and that's just pinged straight at me hand. There it is. Yeah, so we get coins from all over, and if you go back and watch some of my videos, more of them were from 2016, I do believe. There was a certain week where I just couldn't stop finding foreign coin. It was just Australia and Malaysia and America, and there were just coins from all over the place were just coming up like day after day after day that I kept going, and that was quite amazing. So if you go back through all my videos, go back to 2016, you'll see that I had found some really nice hot spots, but I've been back there since and not found any. So it just goes to show everything changes with the tides. But this is a very small one. This is also from last year sometime, which I've not done a review on, but it's very, very small, as you can see by my fingers, and I'm not too sure what it is, but it could have just been an old nail head, you know, the head of a nail. But it's a bit big for that, isn't it? You know, so I'm not sure. Is it an old coin of some description? It's too gone to tell what would have been on there, guys. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to find out, but... you know, if anyone's got any comments on what they think that might have been, then yeah, that would be great. But I can't say for certain, or even guess really, what that could have been. other than an old coin or a nail head. That's the only thing I can get from that. So anyone who's got any ideas what they think that might be, yeah, plonk a comment in. I really want to know. This isn't a coin. It looks like it was an old part of a button or some sort of clasp or something in the middle. We've got a hole there. These last three, again, this one and this one and this one and this one, I'll do them all together. Now, right, if you look at them, you can't get any detail off them. Maybe just the neckline there of somebody on that one, but even when I flip them all flipped over, I'll try and focus you in as close as I can. I can't really get anything off any of them apart from this one. I'll put them back down a minute. And this one, looking at the colour of it, you wouldn't really know, but in the right light you can see some silver colour coming through. I'm not saying it's silver by any means, but and it's got the ridged edge. So I'm going to say that that's a sixpence, and I've got one here that I've found once before. And as you can see, they are the same size. Fit lovely, look. And that, you can just see the ridges on this sixpence, just. You see them? There's the ridges, and they're spot on the same size. And I did see DEF on the side, which is in the same place on this. Well, you can't really tell it's the same place because I've got no obverse or reverse of the coin to go by, so I can't line them up. But I did get a few lettering. I did get the DEF on the side, so I'm going to say that that is a sixpence, judging on the size. So there's one pre-decimal coin that we found. So that's nice. I'm going to put this coin back in the pot. And then, like I say, this one and this one and this one, I wanted to say halfpenny, farthing, but I'm not sure. I mean, that one that baffled me, that I didn't know was a penny, I forgot which one it was again now. This one, now, could that be a penny? Because they're very, very similar. Very, very similar indeed, actually, but I don't think it is. I honestly don't think it is. I don't think it is a penny. Because if I put that penny down, and I'll grab over here, what have I got here? I've got an old farthing. I've got an old farthing here. You can just see that. And they fit perfect. Absolutely spot on the money, they are. And more often than not, apart from that penny that fooled me, more often than not, the old pennies end up pretty battered like that. And this one isn't like that, so I think that's a bit better quality. So I'm going to say that that is a farthing. I could be wrong. Comment if you think I'm wrong, but I think I'm going to say that's a sixpence and that's a farthing, which leaves me these two that I thought were half pennies. There's slight difference in size. This one you could probably say is maybe a 2p, but more often than not the 2p's end up in a lot worse condition than this. You can just make out some lettering there. I will give this a clean, actually. Right, I'm back at you guys. I've just give it a little wipe. And I can make out some word in there. Now, I'm not going to go to town on it right now. But I don't know if you can see it in the right light. I'm not going to do it in the right light, I don't think, guys. But in the right light here. Oh, I'm going to try and get it. You can't see it. I know you can't see it, but from my angle, when I bring it away from the camera, there's a neckline here and the head's facing that way, and it's very, 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 very similar to George V. I don't know if you can see there. Maybe that is the very bottom spike of his neck, and it goes up ever so slightly. I don't think you can make it out very well on the camera. If you can just make out, here's the front of the neck, here's the back, and the chin is just there. If you can see what I'm doing. If you can see that. I don't know if you can. I don't take my word for it, guys. I've really, really looked at it up close, and this letter in here and that neckline there and that chin is very, very correspondent to a George V. So, and judging by the size, I'm going to have to say it's a halfpenny, guys. And I've got an old halfpenny here. It's not George V. Where is it? It's not George V halfpenny. It's a which one's this one? It's a ship halfpenny. It's George VI, this one, but they stayed the same size. And if you put them both together, look, it's a bit thin because it's older. It was George V, so it'll be a lot older. Oh, do you know what? It is a little bit thinner, isn't it? Oh, it's a tricky one, guys. It's a tricky one. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. I mean, look, I've got an old 2p here as well. And these are the ones that say new pence on them, so they don't get as battered as the more common 2p that we find. Let's put these together and have a look. No, see, that is a lot smaller. It's a lot smaller. So I'm definitely saying it's not a modern 2p. So that brings me back to saying that it's a halfpenny. So I don't know, guys. Plonk your comments in if you think that is a halfpenny and you think the same as me, or if you think it's something else. I can't think of another coin that's going to be that sort of size thereabouts without it being a halfpenny, unless it's a foreign coin. Now I could clean this, and I probably will, and I'll probably tell you in the next rounds up exactly what it is, but I'm not going to clean it right now because I haven't got the time. So I will do it, give it some more investigation, and I'll put what it is in the next video if I can get to the bottom of it. But this last one, guys, has got absolutely no detail on it whatsoever. I've looked and I've wet it and I've rubbed it slightly, and I can't get anything off it. And this one is very puzzling because if I get the old 1p, which is what I thought it was, it's far too small. If I get the halfpenny, which I also thought it was, it's too big. It's too big. So a modern 2p, still too big. So what was it? What was that? I've no idea. Again, guys, it might have been a foreign coin. So I'm not too sure. So put your comments in, please, if you know any more details, or if you think you know what either of these two are. I'm going to say that's a halfpenny George V. Don't know. Plonk your comments in, guys. I'd like to know. That's all there is to talk about, really, guys. I'll spin you around. That's all the finds from last week, guys. I'm really sorry if this video has come across as that I've rushed it. And this video is also supposed to come out at 4:30 today. Unfortunately, it hasn't. I don't know when you're watching this, but it's very late from when it was supposed to come out. And it was my dog's birthday, believe it or not, and we took him for a very long walk. And I was supposed to have loads of time to come back and finish this video off because I started this video yesterday. Unfortunately, the dog was absolutely filthy. He was covered in mud, and we couldn't have that in the house when we got back, so I had no choice but to give him a wash and clean him all up, and that just took time, and then I didn't have time to do this. So first of all, apologies to everyone who was waiting for this to come out at the time that I posted on Facebook that it would. Please accept my apologies. I am really sorry about that, but we've done it. There weren't really too much to talk about there from last week, but I did have a barrel of laughs. I mean, if you watch the videos, you'll know it was really funny having my mate Luke in there, which brings me to ask the question. Luke did put in the comment section of the last video, part 2, click like on his post if you want to see more of Luke in my videos. So if you do want to see more of Luke in my videos, find that comment that Luke's put and hit the like button. Give it a thumbs up, so we know that you know, if you want to see more of Luke having a go with my detector, then I'm sure we can arrange something. So until the next time, guys, if you go out swinging, good luck, stay safe, and happy hunting all. What?